We're going to move along. Give it up for Miss Willow Hubsher, everybody.
I didn't ever want anywhere to put my purse, so I brought it on stage. Hi, everyone. So last summer, I did a lot of traveling. I backpacked through South America, and I went to Chile, Argentina, Brazil, Paraguay, Uruguay. I just want everyone to know how well traveled I am. No, don't worry. You're going to be a lot less jealous of my life soon. So I've recently realized that a lot of my personality traits are also pregnancy symptoms. For example, irritable, check. Craves odd foods, check. Bloated, check. That's a personality trait, yeah. And so a couple weeks ago, my friend said to me, like, Willow, like, I think I'm pregnant. I miss my period. I need to test. And I was not to be outdone. I was like, you know what? I'm probably pregnant too. So I went to the pharmacy, right? And I bought the test, like smuggled it home like a ham from a supermarket, like under my coat. And I don't know if any of you have taken a pregnancy test before. Cool. It's better safe than sorry. So you have to pee on a stick, and then you wait 5 minutes for it to ferment, and then you breathe it, right? So these are the most pressurized 5 minutes of your entire life, because a whole lot is on the line right here. And so I was like, what can I do for 5 minutes to not think about this? And you want to know what takes exactly 5 minutes? Reheating a frozen breakfast burrito. And so imagine my joy when not only am I not with child, but I also get to eat a delicious frozen breakfast burrito. Speaking of words that are Spanish in origin, does anyone here watch Narcos?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay, for those of you who don't, you should. It's on Netflix. It's about Pablo Escobar, and he's a Colombian drug lord. And watching Narcos is kind of weird for me because I've always had this thing since I was a kid where I've rooted for the villain in shows and movies. Like, I was like, you know what, Regina George is the prettiest, and she should be dating Aaron Samuels. You're right, Cruella, those dogs would make a beautiful coat. So now I'm watching Narcos, and like, Pablo Escobar is a really charismatic guy. Like, yeah, he's selling a lot of drugs, he's killing a lot of kids, but he's really awesome, like, personality-wise, one-on-one. And so the DEA is like raiding his palatial estate, and the only thing I can think is like, run, Pablo! Like, don't forget your cocaine and incriminating documents. Take off in your fleet of helicopters. But the other really good thing about watching Narcos is that I've learned a lot of Spanish from watching it. It's half in Spanish with subtitles, and so I can already say narcos. Traficantes de los drogas, Pablo, Don Pablo, which is like Pablo but more respectful. No, I don't just watch TV. I do other things sometimes. So here's an example of that. My bedroom recently has become somewhat of a vortex for the lost possessions of men that I have loved and lost, to put it gently. And so it all started with this one guy. He sleeps over. He doesn't sleep over. He leaves at 3 a.m. And a couple days later, I find a pair of boxers in my room. And like after texting a few people, making sure they were his boxers, the next time I saw him, I was like, hey, you left your boxers in my apartment. And he was like, you can throw them out. So, doing well. You fall off the horse, you gotta get back on. So a couple weeks later, I was hooking up with a different guy. He leaves at 3 a.m. A couple days later, I find a watch. I'm finding these items on a delayed scale because my room is very messy. But so I find this watch on my bedside table. I look it up online. It's a $300 watch. Like, it's a nice watch, right? And so I texted him and I was like, hey, dude, you left your watch at my apartment. And he was like, you can throw it out. No, I'm kidding. That'd be great though, right? No, he just didn't respond. And I was like, if you ever wanted a quantifiable number of how much someone doesn't want to see you again, it's $300. That's how much. And so, since this is comedy, right, rule of threes, the next guy that, like, stays over at my apartment, he's probably just going to leave his car keys, but, like, not want to see me so badly that he's going to be like, you can keep it. Thanks, everyone. I'm Willow.
Willow Hubsher, everybody, right here.